Another day. Another episode, another day, another episode. I'm waiting. Why is my light not on?
Yeah. Women are very violent. A woman will put her hands on a man. She will hit him, spit in his face, call him all kinds of names, and everything is totally fine. Women are allowed to do this, and nobody should say anything about it. Now, these women they will be in these relationships and they will hit a man, and they will take that same behavior and they'll take it to a lesbian relationship. See, it's the same person, same behavior.
Right.
Right? But it's looked at as different because the man is stronger and he's expected to hold himself. But a lot of times in a lot of these relationships, women are extremely narcissistic and violent. And this is what I have discovered as I continue to work with women. And so what I realize is that women actually want men to be slaves. They actually want men to be their personal slaves.
Good day, another episode. Waiting we get to yarn about today. Yeah, now that my light is on, let's begin. Welcome to Funny Soup. I'm still your host, Henry Crackers. And before we yarn, waiting we get to yarn in this episode, let's talk about this guy's situation. The situation where this guy don't find let's talk about the situation where this guy don't find himself in now. And when I see this show where they talk about Nigeria, everything Nigeria, all the negative, the positive, and everything. But we don't try now not to yap Nigeria again, because you see, when I say Nigeria, I mean Nigeria, the ninjas. So before we talk puff, because it be like say everybody's got an opinion, everybody's got something to say, everybody now wants to everybody now is chasing cloud using Puff's name. When I say Puff, I mean Diddy, Puff Daddy. Everybody now wants to talk about Puffy. And disclaimer, I'm not going to defend Puffy because the reason why we're still going to talk about this guy's situation, the condition where put this guy. I'm sorry, I know say nobody's on the way I supposed to laugh, but we're still gonna talk about the situation where this guy don't find himself in now. And after that, and this other guy, this guy's situation be like these guys.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Yoruba and Pidgin English.
Tell me something in Pidgin English.
As I did now at the vex, you bring me come out for this kind of cold weather, they ask me jam question. I go pause speed for your eye.
What did you say?
I said it's really lovely out here, and I have a guy here asking me questions, and he has really nice eyes.
I mean, thank you so much. That is really a nice compliment.
Let's do that again. So these guys situation be like this guy's situation. But we go talk about this guy's situation, the condition where he don't find himself in now. Before we talk Puff, because it be like say, share, subscribe, and this show is sponsored by Crack House Radio. So where we they play African music all round the clock, every day, all day, except Sundays, because the Sunday we need to sleep. We need to sleep and regenerate, revitalize. We've got to so before we talk Puff, because it be like everybody now get something to say. Everybody now, they don't give every social media content creator something to talk about. Puff Daddy, which I don't understand how Puff himself. See, you've got to be smart to get to the level of Puff, to accumulate such riches, to build such an empire. You've got to be very smart. You've got to be very smart. Think like out of the box. You've got to like think on a different level, like behave differently and like conduct yourself differently for you to accumulate and achieve such success. Waiting baffles me be say, and you've got to be smart. You suppose they smarter. You've got to be smart. You must be very smart to achieve such fame and such level of success and accomplishment. But waiting can surprise me be say, how did Puff allow himself to be like, how did Puff allow himself to come into this condition? I don't know whether that how I ask that question right. But before we talk about Puff, let's talk about this guy's situation. So make your like, share, subscribe. And before we talk about this guy's situation, maybe we go do commercials. When we come back, we go continue. Like, share, subscribe, and don't go nowhere. Get your popcorn. Is it popcorn? I've been once say popcorn. You know say in my place with a talk say something where small pikin they climb rock to see. Something where small pikin go need to climb rock before him fit see that thing. Elder go sit down or fit squat down, see that thing from a distance.
I'm your guest.
So since President Tinubu got in,
respect me.
Since President Tinubu got in,
I will
the
walk out of
economy.
your studio if you raise your voice at me.
Mr.
Talk to me
Nokpasa,
respectfully.
you may will take
For
your
God's sake.
decision if you want to. I'm asking a question. You might decide to walk out if you want to. Mr. Nokpasa, since President Tinubu came in, the economy has tanked. It's at an all-time low as we speak.
It has not. It has not.
Let me
tanked.
finish
That is
my
a lie.
question. Mr. Nokpasa, let me finish my question.
You are a liar.
Mr. Nokpasa, moderate yourself. All right? Moderate
Do you
yourself.
know what you are doing?
Good.
Listen to me. Young man.
Secondly,
do you know what you are doing?
Since President Tinubu came in,
practicing
the economy
sensationalism.
has tanked.
You are pretending to be,
and
to be a journalist.
the indicators
what
are
is the
there.
matter with you?
Since he
Don't
came
talk
in,
rudely
the
to me,
indicators are
please.
there.
I am
Number
your guest.
one, the
You
cost
will
of the
respect
dollar
me.
to the
What is the
naira.
matter with you?
The cost of the dollar to the naira has tanked tremendously as a result of the fluctuation of the currency. All right, that's one.
Is that Tinubu's fault? Don't you know why Naira tanked?
I'm still asking my question. Secondly,
Naira.
it's
A few moments later.
Now, if you see the truth, you see the Bible says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." You cannot pretend, even you, Reuben. You can't pretend that there is no hunger in the land. You cannot pretend that people are not finding it difficult to make ends meet. That's all. In fact, when Bola Tinubu called us to support him, he promised to make food cheap. You know, at that time we were being insulted. We are Agbadorians. We are this, we are that. You know. So we told him, we said, let us just produce food. And that's what he promised us. Only for him to come to power and then, in fact, only God understands what he's doing. That's his headache. I'm not leaving my party for anybody. Not at all. But I'm certainly not supporting him for 2027. And I'm going to make sure, go to gather with, it's not even PDP people. PDP is just a ridiculous party. They are not serious. It is us in APC who are dissatisfied.
So I don't know whether Niger, that a condition where Nigeria did now and I input this guy. Remember, I've been talking, we won't talk about this guy. As meanwhile, welcome back to this thing. So I don't know whether because of how Nigeria be, I input this guy in this condition where this guy find himself now. So the question where most of una don't ask now, where they go on for una head now, where be I know say we human beings being who we are, you know, say we love to the, we feed on negativity, we feed on negative news. When negative news, negative things, bad things, people dying, is what made the news. You've never seen, you will not see any like all these commercial TV stations, the popular ones, you won't see them promote peace, happiness, joy, and calmness, and people just going on holidays. They will be promoting, talking about earthquakes, talking about tornadoes, talking about wars, terrorism, how people are blowing people, other people up, and all those things, plane crashes, accidents, and shit. So we love feeding this negativity, which is like, it has a question mark on top. You know, say people where they theorize, all those people where them say them be conspiracy theories. Then they talk say this, they get entities where them they call waiting that they call them dragonians. Say they feed on fears. They feed on fears and negativity and all those kind of rubbish. And so the thing we say, TV stations, they like to promote things, but we know they talk bad about Nigeria. So is it because of how Nigeria be? Now him put this guy in this condition. Most of una down one ask say, or una one know wetin happen to this guy later. How this situation come in, how the whole situation here, how it ended. I know say most of una, because of how they don't program most of una want know how this situation ended, what happened, what finally happened. But don't be waiting, I go tell una be that. But believe me, I know what finally happened. I have the complete video. I know what happened to that guy. I know how his situation ended. But no be waiting I want to talk about today. Waiting I want make we talk about, make we like look into, or make we be waiting. How did he get there? How did he get there? You get one episode of Rick and Morty where they title that episode, how did she get there? How did this guy get there? How did he come into that situation where in there now? That be the question where I want as waiting put time, because make you no forget, this was once somebody's baby. This was once a sweet baby where everybody was like, oh, sweet baby, nice baby, pretty baby, oh, good looking baby. This guy was once that baby. This guy was once a baby where people been do, where maybe the parents been do baby shower and all those things. People came to eat rice, people visited and brought gifts. This guy was once a baby. So how did this guy came from being a sweet baby, where his mama they carry the oh sweet baby, and everybody they say oh sweet baby, maybe they don't even give him nickname when he was a baby. They nickname him or something that time. You know how they like to do things. But how did this guy come to this situation? Is it Nigeria? Is it Nigeria? Is it waiting put this guy in this situation? Now waiting I want to, because most of una know people where they close to you, people they where they close to you, where they in this situation. Maybe not this exact situation, but them they in similar situations. So maybe we ask ourselves, waiting put our people, what is putting our people in this condition? What is causing this? Why is our country like this? And where are we heading to? How can we stop this? How can we change this? 2027 now, all the politicians in Nigeria, all other parties now don't defect to APC. Allegedly, everybody now wants to be APC member. Everything now is. So where are we heading to? What are we doing? What are we trying to do? Or what are they trying to do? Now, don't forget, out of 250 something million people, these people, the people who they cause these things, the people who are the cause of this kind of situation, are just but a fraction of what the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. If you take 250 million Nigerians, the people who put this guy in this situation, no reach 0.0000000% of that 250 million people. So come 2027, waiting you could do. Make you ask yourself. I know say them say our vote no they count in Nigeria again. Because INEC now, I know say allegedly the ruling party don't place people. They place people at strategic positions they wait for 2027. But don't forget, say, as pastors they talk, say man plans, but God decides. I've been as already talk. So ask yourself, waiting put this guy in this situation. Why is this guy in this situation? When we come back, we go. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that guy again because his story is sad. Just yeah, so I've been talking we could talk puff, right? Because everybody now want to talk about puff. Everybody want use puff name make some money. Everybody want use puff name now shine. So when we talk about puff, the time we have been they grow up, then we them they teach us, our elders they teach us that time say never bite the fingers that feed you. As you they climb a ladder and make you know destroy the ladder as you they climb, and because you still need that same ladder to come down. So I don't ask say how did Puff allow himself to come into this condition. The story of Puff, you know, say I see now say the government don't release pictures of all the things where they confiscated at his house, that one where they raided in Miami, right? So it can't remind me of this popular TV series, Billions. There's a very popular, well-written, well-scripted TV series titled Billions. It stars Paul Giamatti going against a corrupt and billionaire hedge fund manager, played by Damian Lewis. The very popular, good actors, Damian Lewis, good performance, Paul Giamatti, very good actors, well scripted show. Billions. It's on I think Netflix and Amazon and all those places. Waiting catch me for that show. What interests me the most in that show be the fact where we say the Attorney General's character, the character of the Attorney General of New York, played by Paul Giamatti, popular, very powerful man in the U.S. government, very powerful man, the Attorney General of New York, and later the Attorney General of the Federation, the whole United States. Powerful man. The show is about, the show shows you how Oyibos, they destroy the wall, how the wall is being destroyed, how people's lives are destroyed, the corruption, capitalism. That's what the show is all about. They few 0.1% of the people controlling all the wealth, and now they are using it to control the planet, destroy the planet. That is what the show is all about. But interesting show, yeah, well scripted. If you love entertainment, it's entertaining. But what stands out for me, and to me, what stands out in that show be the fact where we say the most powerful, almost the most, it's like after the most powerful man in the country is the Attorney General. He can decide to go after anybody, to even go after the president. This is a very powerful position. Waiting surprise me be say this man has a weakness, a secret. I won't compare that show to Puff in situation. This man has a weakness. His weakness be say he's into sexual dominance. I don't know what they call it. This BDSM, this sexual dominance thing, meaning he likes to be tied up, and he likes to He lives this secret, separate life with his wife where they will sneak into this house and he will get tied up to something and somebody will like be punishing him while he's naked, robbing, all those sexual things. But he likes to be controlled and to be abused during sex and all. That is what, like, I was like, what? This is a very powerful message. This is a very powerful message. When I first saw that show, I was like, this is a very powerful message. These people who live this life, these people, they are, these people in high positions and all these things. Believe me, you don't know what's in them, they hide. You don't know their life, their private lives. If they won't tell you their private lives of these people, you'll be like, eh. So when you see this puff thing, they release baby oil, dildos, and all those things, and you're like, and you ask yourself, like, what happened to all the gangster talk and all the bad boy gangster tough guy talk that time of the 90s and shit? What happened to all that? What was that about? So all this while, you've been into this life all this while. So what happened? What was all that about? Gangster being a dog, you shoot out with Pac got killed, Big got killed, a lot of people got killed because of this dude. What happened? What was all that about? Yeah, see, I wouldn't. I have seen a lot of people say free puff, free puff. Fuck all that. If you this case, if you dey follow this case, if you're following this puff case, you could see say wetin me don observe be say this is not about human trafficking, sex trafficking, and all that bullshit. Or nah. This is pure disgrace. They are about disgracing this guy, then they disgrace this guy. They want humiliate this guy. They want embarrass this guy. They want shame this guy, disgrace him, take everything away from him, and lock him up. This is the highest level of disgrace, the highest level of embarrassment. What does baby oil and having deal? What does is that a crime? Is living that life a crime? Owning those things at home a crime? How many people own those things? How many women? How many women don't have a sex toys at home? Is it a crime? Since when is that a crime? Since when is you owning baby oil at home a crime? So what I'm seeing, I am seeing a man being disgraced. I don't know whom he offended. I don't know whom he pissed off. I don't know what he did. But my thing is, if you get to that level of wealth and accomplishment, you should be smart enough to know when to shut the fuck up. You should be smart enough if you still want to enjoy that your wealth, or if you haven't placed things in place, defensive strategic exit points. If you haven't placed those in place, put those in place, to know your exit points, to know when to counter attack. If you don't have such counter attack measures, and you've accumulate this kind of success, Puffy's level kind of success, you should learn how to shut the fuck up. You shouldn't be coming online talking about forming our own political party as black people and that we are about to vote the races into power. You shouldn't be talking about those shit. If you're not smart enough to know that, hey, I'm Puff Daddy, I'm very powerful. I'm one of the powerful men in the music, in the entertainment industry. But I have a secret. I abuse women, I beat women up, I do sex trafficking, I do all those things, I do freak offs. I am Agege, I live in Agege. If you know these things, if you know you're this person, you have this secret, but you don't have things in place. It's like you've not placed things in places where we say you have your exit. You know that, okay, even if they come for me, they want to use this personal life of mine to blackmail me, I have something against them. If you don't have such, you should shut the fuck up. Learn to shut the fuck up, enjoy your money, and when your time is up, you go somewhere, retire somewhere quietly. This is what baffles me. That's why I'm asking. How did he allow himself to get to this level? Whom did he piss off? Because to me, what I'm saying is total disgrace, embarrassment. All these things they're bringing, the years, guns, and all, but what does dildo got to do with anything? What does baby oil and all those bondage things they are showing? What does that got to do with anything? Is that a crime? Which means people, I shower for street now, I shower business, not crime. Which means OnlyFans should be like it is a crime to be on OnlyFans. Which reminds me, but maybe we go to commercial first. I don't know whether maybe we maybe we do commercial first. Still like, share, subscribe, like, share. OnlyFans should be labeled. Should be like it should be illegal to be on OnlyFans. Because now, if you're not careful, since you no one regulate stuff, very soon you're picking. When you wake up one day, see you're picking on OnlyFans, and then you could not say you get time don't reach to regulate some of these bullshits.
I don't know what happened. I just know what the police said.
So you can't see it all?
Huh?
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely. Barely, but I'm an innocent bystander.
Come on, Miss Guido, let's
Know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent. And Mama, I love you. P.O.P. all the time. Right, these all good pimp squad, baby, for life.
Welcome back to Unfunny. So today's episode on Funny. So where we still the yarn, the gather revenue help people in Nigeria. So this OnlyFans babe, this babe been one knock 580 something made in under 6 hours, and she succeeded knocking them, which is nasty. Thinking about it even makes me want to puke. God damn, man. 583, is it 583 or 580 something people? She knocked them under 6 hours. That is nasty. That is disgusting. So I'm just thinking about the guy who was the number 580. I'm thinking about the guy who was number 580. How did it feel getting in there at number after 579 guys? How did it feel getting in there? Even the 10th guy, let's say the 10th guy, the only person who enjoyed the whole thing, as far as I'm concerned, is the first person, the first guy, the number one guy, the guy who started. Maybe he must have paid more. He must have paid higher than the rest of the guys, the 500 and something. So he is the only one who enjoyed that. Some nasty shit. Idiot of the day. I remember having created one section where I could say one section of You know where we go, they show idiot of the day. So today's idiot of the day be this person. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then, like, share, and subscribe. And this show is still sponsored by Crack House Radio. Here we play Africa music all day, every day. If you want to advertise, holla, send right an email. It on the screen. This is not the idiot of this week. See you guys in the next episode. Till then, that number 580 something guy, that number 580 guy, who is nasty or who is nastier? Is it the OnlyFans babe or the guys like from 100, like from 100 up, like from 101 guy come and do it and then did they all so they just question is because like I said, this is the first person who enjoyed the whole thing. So from number 10, 11, 12, we reach 50, then 100, then 200. Did they all not? Or they just like, how long did each of them like had to go? Or how did that work? That's just nasty, man. Especially for the number 580 guy. See you in the next episode. I'm Henry Krankhouse and I'm out.
Public service announcement. I want to talk to my queens, my young queens, and parents with kids. It is a high alert right now, a high alert. Women and kids have been missing for years. No one talks about it, but it is a high alert right now. And I got a daughter, and I got a lot of nieces and a lot of female cousins. And I'm drilling them right now. And I'm telling them to not accept anything from anybody. No paper, no business cards, no money, not even a compliment. Most likely is chemicals on that business card to get you drowsy for you to be taken away. Ubers, if you're catching an Uber, women, inspect the Uber before you get in it. Take a picture of the license plate. Take a picture of the driver. Always sit behind the driver. If the driver says, I want to stop at the gas station, get the hell out the Uber, because most likely he'll pull up to a van for you to be taken away. If you at the club, hanging out with your girls, keep your drink in your hand 24/7 in front of you. I don't care if you're sitting at the table, sitting at the bar. Don't sit it down at all. These people are getting crafty on how they put things into the drinks. Or don't even be at the club right now because it is a high alert. And what it will do, that drink will get you drowsy for you to be taken away. If you at Walmart, Target, or any store shopping, women, especially young women, keep your head up, stay the hell off the phone, and watch your surroundings of people. If an old lady or someone asks you to help them to their car, do not accept it, because most likely they're luring you to a van to be taken away. If there's a van or a strange car parked by your car, stay safe in the store. Call your loved ones to come get you to safety, because most likely that van is there to take you away. If you get in your car, you see a dollar bill on your windshield or even money in your car that you know you didn't put there because maybe you left your car door open, do not touch it at all. Go back in the store. Call your loved ones to get you out of there, because most likely that money is there for a purpose to drug you for you to be taken away. I know it's summertime. A lot of people want to go to the islands, especially young ladies. My daughter just did it with her friends. And I'm sure a lot of parents let their daughters go when they're of age. Young ladies, don't let the locals tie no ribbon to your ankle, your wrist, your arm. Don't let them put no trinkets on you at all, because most likely they're targeting you to be taken away. Parents with your kids, keep your kids to your side at all times. When you're getting in your car, put your kids inside the car you're getting in. And always lock your doors. Before getting in the car, inspect inside of the car. Put your kids in the same side that you get in, maybe even the same door. And you get in and you lock the door immediately. Because most likely, when you put them in from the other side and you walk around to get in your door, someone will open that door and take your kids away. If you get bumped while driving your car at night, ladies, if you get bumped from behind, don't get the hell out the car. And that goes for men too. Don't get out the car at night if someone bumped your car. Call police and keep it moving, because most likely they're there to jack you out your car or women take you away. We must protect our queens, men. All the kings out there, we need to post. Let's stop posting silly shit right now. And let's protect our queens. Take a minute to protect your queens and go through some of these social media posts that's talking about women awareness and share them with your queens, because it is a high alert on children and women, especially. I approve this.